welcome to my video about the August reading challenge. So on Little Book Owl's YouTube channel, I saw that she did a reading challenge where she just did a vlog how much she could read every single day, and I thought it'd be great for me to do something like that too. So I'll leave a link below to her video, and this is my reading vlog. I've decided to do it throughout the month of August, 31 days, and every day I'm going to try to read 50 pages or more, and I'm hoping to go for the more, and that means by the end of the month I should have at least read 1,550 pages. I can do this. Right now it's the 31st of July, so it's the day before. I'm just trying to finish my current read so I don't have to bring it over into the challenge. I'm currently in Spain, which means I'm out of paperback books to read because I've been here for a month and a half. So I'm just going to be starting off the challenge with reading ebooks, but I'm going back home soon and can pick up some paperback books, and reading is reading, right? So I'll be back at midnight to start my first read. Okay, it's 1 minute until midnight and I have stayed up because I'm acting like this is a readathon, even though it's not. It is officially midnight. I've waited because I really want to start the second book in the Cyber Love series by Megan Erkingson and Santino Hassel. This month I'm going to read a lot of Santino Hassel just because I know that I fly through his books. So I've been wanting to read this sequel. I've stopped myself reading it so I can read it for the challenge, and I'm going to go start now. It's midnight. Happy August, even though this gets uploaded after August. Guys, it's 3 a.m. and I can't stop reading. I'm really loving it. I'm halfway through already, so I've already cleared my 50 pages for today, but I'm so tempted to keep reading, but I have to be awake in 4.5 hours. I'm going to try and get some sleep now. I'll probably read in the morning, basically all day until I'm finished with this book, because I love it. Okay, so it's pretty much just 1 a.m. and I'm actually going to stop reading for once. I told myself I can't read any later than this because yesterday I only had 4 hours sleep, and that's just not good, so I need a full 6.5 hours tonight. But I've been reading Hardwired on my laptop again, and that is the third book in the Cyber Love series, and already I'm in love with these characters. Again, these books are just so good. I can't believe I had a vendetta against reading them. So that concludes my first day of reading. Well, it's 1 a.m, so it's kind of the second day, but pretty much been reading a lot. I'm very happy with how this has started out, especially as I don't know how the rest of the month will go. Okay, so I just finished reading Hardwired on the laptop, which is 270 more pages, and that makes my total August 2nd up to 517 pages, I believe, which is quite a lot. It's almost a third of what I need for the whole of August, and this is day 2. 2 days, 2 books. It's going pretty good. Okay, so I just woke up, which is why I don't look my best, but I'm eating breakfast. You can see it. Eating breakfast. I'm going to start the 4th, and the final book published in the Cyber Love series. And I'm just going to eat while eating breakfast. It's the 3rd of August, which means it's my last full day here in Spain, so I'm not going to be reading much after breakfast. I'm going to stop, and then I have to start packing, laundry, tying up a lot of loose ends, so I'm probably not going to read until the evening again. So yes, at the moment I'm sporting this natural hairdo. Today is August 5th, and August 4th I spent the day flying back home to the Netherlands and also undoing my hair, which takes ages because I have to take every single braid out. So I didn't do any reading. I didn't read a single page, but I was up until 2 a.m. on the August 5th, so from midnight to 2 a.m. I was reading, and I finished Mature Content by Santino Hassel and Megan Erkingson. Absolutely loved it. I'm kind of sad that I have no more Santino Hassel books to read, but I'm moving right along because now I've got about 6 hours where I'm going to sit down and get my hair braided by a hairdresser, which means I have plenty of time to read. 6 hours of just full-out reading. Just so that you know what I'm going to be reading, I've decided that for the rest of August I'm just going to stick to books that I've been sent by publishers and authors to review because I've got so many of those to get through. I'm trying to get through them, or a lot of them, before I move to university so that I don't have to bring them all with me because I won't be able to bring a lot of books. So the first one I'm reading is The Last of the Fire Drakes by Farah Umbahoy, and I was sent this one a while ago when booktube tours was still a thing, but it's not anymore and I didn't get the chance to review it, so I just started it while I was getting my hair blow dried by my mom. I read about 13 pages, and now after that I'm going to be reading The Good Daughter by Alexander Burt, and this is actually an advanced reader's copy, but I won it as a giveaway from So Booking Goods Instagram. I'll link that below, and I thought it might be nice to actually read it and do a review as well. So those are the next two books that I'm going to be reading. I am sporting these blue books, guys. Okay, so I just got back from the hairdressers. My hair is a bit, it's really big at the moment because it's just done, so I got my headscarf on to make it thin out a bit, but there was a change of plans when I got there. She wanted me to split the hair. I don't usually do that, usually just reading, but it happened and I wanted to help. And my hair got done really fast, so I have like 2 hours extra than I thought I would. So to make up for the fact that I didn't read anything, I've got my cup of Earl Grey tea and I've got my book, and I'm going to sit down and do about half an hour of reading before I go and post it on my Bookstagram account. I'll leave a link to that below as well to really check it out. See you guys later. Okay guys, sorry for the horrible lighting, but it is 11 o'clock on August 6th and I finished all my packing because tomorrow we are going on holiday with the family. I just got back from Spain, I know, but we are going again to another country. And so everything's packed. I was running around today because I've been gone for a whole month and a half and I had some blog things I really needed to get done, like taking new yoga photos, editing a new video which just went up on my channel, about how it's going to change and everything, and I just had loads of stuff that I needed to do, like emails, coding, administration stuff. So I did a lot of it, didn't have time to do all of it. I didn't read anything today, but it's 11 PM, which means I've got 1 hour and I'm going to try and get my 50 pages done in an hour, so I'm going to be reading more of the last of the Fire Drakes. I'm pretty much only 30 pages or something in, but hopefully I can get more done tonight. She spent much time drawing and I've got this sudden urge to draw, and what I really want to draw is the cover to the Dragons of Nova, which is what I read last month, but I really just like this image of Savara, so maybe I'll draw that in the plane tomorrow morning, even though I was supposed to be reading, but shh. And I'm just getting into bed and let's see how much reading I get done. So we are at the airport in Nice, but we can't check into our Airbnb until 9:30 tonight, and it's like 3:30, which means I've got 6 hours. I think I'm going to start the drawing that I said I wanted to do yesterday, but I'm also going to spend some time reading, because even though I did read on the flight, I spent the majority of the time sleeping. It is day 8. It's time for me to work on the reading challenge. I've got my banana. I've got my book. Let's do this. So I read about 10 pages and then Mum came to tell me that our plans have changed and we're going out, so that's the end of that reading. Okay, so I haven't read pretty much all day, but I'm right here with my book and I'm intending to read my 50 pages for today. I've actually read 25 pages. I don't know when I read it, but I know I read it today. So I'm going to read 25 more pages and get to page 300 of this book. I'm working my way through it steadily. Okay, so right now we're on our way to the beach, but my bag doesn't fit the book that I'm currently reading because it's a bit too small. So I'm going to be taking A Song to Take the World Apart by Zan Romanoff, which is another book I brought, now you can see it, which is another book I brought for the holiday, and I'll just start this one and it will cover part of my 50 pages. Even though I did bring my book to the beach, I didn't get any reading done. I ended up sleeping on the beach, eating on the beach, swimming in the beach, not doing any reading, but Simone, we can see you dancing in the background there. Anyway, so now we're back here. I've got my book and I'm going to read. I want to read at least 100 pages, but 50 is the minimum, as you know. Let's do this. Okay, it's time for a reading challenge update. So I have read a lot today. I've read at least 62 pages of A Song to Tear This World Apart. And as well as that, I read more of the Alexis Hall book. So actually at the moment I'm currently reading 4 books and I'm reading bits and pieces, so I have no idea what my total word page is at, but I'm loving everything that I'm reading. And tomorrow morning I have a flight. It's really early and we have to only have a couple hours sleep because we have to pack tonight as well as go. So I don't know if I will be able to read on that flight or if I'm going to sleep, but I'll let you know tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Good morning. So it's August 16th, which is the 16th day of the challenge. I'm kind of reading 5 books at one time, but I have a lot to do today, so I'm not going to have lots of time for reading, except I'm going to try and take reading breaks after I do each thing. So like read a chapter, do something I need to do, read a chapter, on and off, you get the picture. So right now I just finished doing some things I needed to get done this morning, done my workout. I've got a song to take the world apart. The chapters are really short right now, so maybe I'll take 2 chapters in a go. And I've got what's left of my double banana smoothie. I'm just going to drink that and read for a bit. So I just finished reading A Song to Take. Oh, A Song to Take, not Tear. Well, A Song to Take the World Apart by Zan Romanoff. And I absolutely adored this book. It was slow and steady and calming, and it felt like the ocean while I was reading it, if that makes sense. The ending was perfect, the storyline was perfect. I loved this book. So I'm trying to think about what I'm going to read next. Actually, this morning while I was eating breakfast, I started, because I'd like to eat and read something on my Kindle, and I started to read Salt to Sea by Ruta Sepetys, because that is one I've wanted to read for a very long time. So I'm just trying to think, I'm feeling a bit of, review copy stress when you've got all these books that you need to read and need to review, and my blog is being, edited right now, so it's not actually live, and I've got so many things I have to read and review that I've started all these books and I'm just not finishing them. But that means I can add another 306 pages to my total. Let me go do that and see what I get. Okay, so I just added that amount of page numbers to my total, and that means I'm at 1,042 pages for the month of August, and I know I've read about 350 pages of The Last of the Fire Drakes, so that's quite a few pages. I'm almost at the goal of what you need per month, and then adding on all the books that I've started and the few pages I've read of those, and I'm probably already there, to be frank, but we'll see how many books I actually finish this month. I'm curious.